Well, I just gotta wait for people to jump on. So while we're waiting, I can't even believe this thing actually did that to me. You gotta love it when everything gets dismissed. I'll turn this down. Go here. Go there. I don't know why it signed me out. I guess so. I can actually know what I'm doing when I check this back again. I'm actually just apparently YouTube has allowed me to be able to see who's actually subscribed to me. That's actually kind of cool. I guess if I wanted to do like a giveaway, I could do it like this. That's kind of cool. That's actually really, really cool. A lot of names I recognize from people who have actually talked on the channel. Oh, this has things as public and non-public subscribers. That's kind of cool. Although, I guess why do you need to hide your subscriptions? Definitely don't need that repeating itself. Yeah, just throw that up there. Now let me see. Need to pull up some stuff. Can't wait till I get some PC stuff going. slide that over here. While I'm here, I'm going to be looking up. This says 50 euros. Yeah, I don't know what's down there. What is this? Hey, Ken, how are you? Trying to wait for some more people to get in here so I can start all my complaining. 7:22. Yeah, I can't start cursing until 10 minutes into here. You caught me in the middle of trying to do a conversion of euros to American dollars. That's not that much difference. That is. Yep. I'm actually literally looking up Google, doing it on Google. Yeah, no, the American dollar to euros is not that much different. And I'm about to check the British pound now. Okay, $13 increase. Wow. As soon as I have a better setup, I can get music and stuff on here so people don't have to see me wait while I wait. I should also probably turn off my notifications. When I get to 10 minutes, I'm just going to start talking. Hey, Conway, appreciate it. What do you What are you having for dinner? I already, I've already, I planned on like cooking all weekend for my mom for Mother's Day. So I've already fixed ribs and some other stuff after having done some landscaping, and then I'm gonna cook again tomorrow. And I said, I know I'm not going to be able to do any of this tomorrow, so I'm going to do this right now. That actually does sound really good. That sounds really good, actually. Okay. This thing. And that's why I'm gonna have to build a PC, because this thing is freezing on me. That's okay. I have another mini computer right here. And now I'm gonna start slightly. So I talked about I actually, since I have a phone in front of me, I can look up the last time I went on live. Last time I talked about something like this was literally a month ago. Talking about the increase in the Nintendo Switch, or just the Nintendo games. And how shocked I was that I'm expected to pay, what was it, $80 for a digital copy of Mario Kart and a $90 for physical, and then $80 for Donkey Kong. And for those 2 hours I was on here just talking about the difference in pricing leading from the 90s all the way up till now, even though it looks like the 90s era prices are coming back. And I don't know if that 90s era pricing is going to make people start, for lack of better words, not taking games for granted. It's kind of gaming is going to turn into a luxury thing if this stays like this. Now, I'm sure I'm going to have to repeat myself if anyone comes back in, but I'm pretty sure that all of this increase is going to lead to a crash in the gaming sector of entertainment. And I just listened to semi-insightful video, maybe like 45 minutes ago when I was having my late lunch, about how there's an imminent crash. Thinking back to the God of War, I want to say remaster for PlayStation 5. Pardon me. And it was a $10 increase. And barely anybody bought it because people did not want to pay $10. So I don't know why, if it's CEOs trying to, I guess, appease shareholders, but I don't know why anybody's going to expect folks to pay like $30, $40, $50 more for everything. Currently, games are between $60 and $70. And I mentioned a month ago, if you're a person like me who has multiple hobbies, like I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually have an example of HeroClix now. I play HeroClix, where they have gotten an increase in price. I haven't seen an increase in price in Yu-Gi-Oh! for packs, but although the prices of buying a box have increased by $20, $30. Like, I want to say from 2019, you get a box of cards for like $60. Now I think it's somewhere around like 100, 110. So if you're a person that has multiple hobbies, what are you going to do? You're probably going to cut something out. Or you're just going to shift what you do altogether. I'm probably not going to get a Switch 2. Even I never get anything. I never get a new console as soon as it comes out anyway. But I'm probably not going to get a Switch 2, not because the console price is $450. I can deal with that. I What is that, like a one game a year? Maybe two if you save enough. $80, $90, that's insane. And the reason why I'm talking about this again is because of our dear old friends at Microsoft. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up the article, because now Xbox consoles are going from $80 to $100 more. So the Series S has had an $80 increase from $299 to $379.99. The Series X has gone up $100. And the BS reasoning for this is tariffs, which tariffs are a real thing. But if you follow the timeline, you go back to, I want to say 2023. I don't think it's 2024, but 2023 or even 2022, we saw like our first $70 game, which was Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5. To which everybody's going, why is this game $70? Well, you know, the Marvel license. Apparently Marvel gets more than, like, I think over 65% of the earnings for that, because it's their property. So the licensing for that, so they got to try to make some money back. But then the question comes, because now we got more $70 games that have come out. Question becomes, how come you just don't make games cheaper? Like, apparently one of the best games out right now, Clara Obscura Expedition 33. I'm assuming that this game is $60. Actually, since my main, yes, Clara, what's going on, Herm? I'm glad you can join me. Because now, oh yeah, I'm 17. It's $50. $50. And I'm 17 minutes in, so I get to curse to my heart's content. This game is $50. Now look, I'm not going to lie. Clara Obscura Expedition 33. I'm going to call it that from now on. I saw the trailer for it. I said, oh, that looks kind of interesting. The art style is not for me. The game takes place. I do like fantasy settings, right? Game takes place in Europe. I'm kind of tired of European shit. I'm just, especially in France, kind of over it. But I recognize that it is a style of game, the Japanese turn-based RPG. Love that. I play Pokemon, so yeah, I love that. The style of game, I probably would enjoy it. The care that it looks like they put into that game, I've watched some gameplay. When my buddy Herm, Black Kaizoku, please follow him on Twitch. He's one of my favorite streamers. And I have the data to back that up. I'll probably watch it when he plays it. And I'll probably get it somewhere down the line. But if they can make this type of game for $50, why the hell can't you all make a Spider-Man game and then just let it be $60? We're already used to $60. Just let it be $60. And the word that keeps getting thrown around, the word that was thrown around by Nintendo was value. And the word that was thrown around by Microsoft, if I could find the tweet or the message that they put up where they're talking about, oh, well, you know, the price is going to match the value. The fuck? So what does that mean? What does the value mean? And he's saying, oh, the graphics are going to be good. The experience. And Nintendo started this shit when they said, yeah, no, the Mario Kart, you know, the value of the open world Mario Kart. I woke up to watch those tree houses. I woke up to watch this game because when I saw $80, $90 and said that can't be real, let me just see what they're doing. And yeah, it's nice. You can go around this fully fleshed out world, in between races. You can even race to the next level depending on where you're going or what type of mode you're going into. And that's all great. That game ain't worth $90. Bullshit. That game is not worth $80. I struggle to see if that game is worth $70. Hell, I struggle if that game is $60. I think the game is maybe worth $55 and some change, and that's just me. I'm not even trying to be an a-hole about it. Nothing about that screams value. Since I'm going back to talking about games, because I'm gonna get back to this console shit in a second. Because Microsoft, you are insane. You have nowhere near the level of dedication that Nintendo has. There's no way someone's gonna pay $100 more for your console. Why are you still making Series S anyway? Who is okay? My guys, my buddy's not in here, and actually I should have told him that I was going live. My buddy Vinny, shout out to my guy Vinny. I think he just bought a Series S. And he bought it literally. This is the funniest thing. He bought his Series S the day before they said the price increase was going to happen. I apologize for that. There we go. So he bought it literally the day before. Good job, buddy. And when he gets back in here, I'm going to tell him that. Or someone let him know that I said it. So, cool. But you are not even of the level of Nintendo. That's the only reason why Nintendo will stay around, because of brand recognition and the quality of the games. Does quality even equal value? That is actually the real question we should be asking, right? I mean, I love me some Pokemon. I will pay the $60 for Pokemon, even though I remember when those games were $40, $50 on my handheld. Sure, I'll pay the $60 for it. I said this last live, we talked about this. I'm not paying $80, $90 for Pokemon. Now, we're talking about, go back to value, that word I said before. The big dog in the room, or the big elephant in the room, is GTA 6. GTA 6 has rolled back to May 26, 2026. Cute. Very cute. I like how you did that. Although you could have did, I guess they didn't want to do June 6, 2026 because it'd be 666, but at this point, that's kind of what it feels like, right? So, there's no way that when I'm not even going to do that. That when GTA 6 comes out, and my guessing is two prices. Price one would be $80 if it's no online. $80 if the game has no online. So if it's just a story, and then you got to wait 2 or 3 months for all the servers to come up, I think it'd be $80, and then you can get rolled on into there for like another $10. If it comes with GTA Online, it's gonna be $100. There's no way that Microsoft can convince me that a Gears of War game or a Fable game or what else they got that's failing, Halo, you cannot convince anybody, especially me, that those games will equal the same level of replayability that a GTA 6 will. No way in hell. There's no way that those games are going to equal the same price because of the value. Are we determining value by how much you're going to get out of it, or are we determining value based on how much they are putting into it? And I mentioned earlier on that there's going to be a second crash because no one paid the extra $10 for God of War on the PlayStation. No one's going to pay the extra. We're going from 70 to 80 to 90 to 100. No one's going to pay the extra $20, $30 on these games. And I don't know why we just can't just scale back on what you're putting into it. The way things are going now, It makes no sense that we will ever get a PlayStation 6 or a Xbox 420. Blaze it. There's no way we're getting any of that within the next 10 years, especially with the prices going up. Now I'm going to reel myself back in because I talked about this has nothing to do with the tariffs. I've said that has nothing to do with tariffs because they were trying to push $70 games with Spider-Man 2, which 2022, right? 2022, 2023. Companies should do with Mafia Old Country. I didn't know Mafia Old Country was going to be $50. What's up, Vinny? I shouted you out earlier. I was telling everybody that you got your Xbox literally the day before they announced the price increase. Good on you. Yeah, Mafia's coming out at $50. That's smart. That's super smart. And all this increase, because I'm trying not to hop around. I'm trying to be steady here because I want to talk about this, and then I possibly want to talk about what I'm trying to do with the channel. How you should probably follow my Instagram, because Instagram makes it a little bit easier for me to put out videos that have music in it. Just a little bit. They've now cut down. You can only use 90 seconds worth of a song, and for some reason they don't let us have 3-minute videos. So yeah, I'm trying to figure all that out, but I have some ideas. I digress. All of this that increases, not just video games, not just with food. Gasoline keeps going up and down. They keep playing with us. But food, things that you do for fun, like go out with your family, go out with your significant other, your partner, everything started going up. After, can I say this word now? Because they were shutting people down for saying it. The pandemic, when we were all stuck inside. Go back to video games. Video games and streaming had the highest numbers they have ever had because you can't go anywhere. Unless you were an essential worker, you cannot go anywhere or do anything. We were stuck in the house playing video games. I wish I would have grabbed my Final Fantasy VII Remake that I still haven't played because I bought that on PlayStation 4. That games like that came out. You had reasons to stay in the house and play games over and over again. Digital, physical. I mean, the increase of like delivery things, you know, your Grubhubs, your food stuff coming in, people were getting video games coming in. And they got the biggest boom that they have ever gotten with and I need to link this. Alana Pierce did a really, really good video outlining all of the economic portions of this and the timeline of it. She did a really good job. I actually watched the video 3 times because I kept falling asleep. The video wasn't boring, but it's an interesting watch. The video game industry wasn't supposed to get that big that fast because over time things were going up. And so as they got more money in, what did they start to do? I'll answer it for you. Other people start to buy companies. Yeah, EA bought Respawn. We're going to get back to those bastards in a second. PlayStation bought some small people here. Tencent bought a bunch of people. The Chinese corporations bought a couple game people there. The only difference between Tencent and your EAs and your Microsofts and your Sonys is, funny enough, Tencent buys you because you do that one thing really good. Cool. Keep doing that thing really good so we don't have to get rid of you. I don't know how China figured it out before any of the Western companies have, but okay. So you have that huge boom. And I'm at 30 minutes, right? So go back to minute 12 when I said they care about shareholders. What do shareholders want? They want you to make more money than you did last year. And those of you who watch wrestling with me, and I complain about WWE, how they keep letting go people And they say it's for the cost because, it's not like you just had an earnings call and said you made even more money than you did the year before last. So you have these companies that are making money hand over fist, and they only care about appeasing the stockholders, and the stockholders only want to see the money go up. But nobody wants to hear there's only so much higher you can get. Like I want to say EA made if it's not 2.5, it's 1.5, but it's $2.5 billion. And yet and still they're saying we don't have enough money. They fired 500. If you give me a minute, please indulge me. I want to get this number right. I need to get this money right. I need to get this right. They fired roughly 100 people at Respawn. Whew. Oh my God. They announced it was laying off around 300 to 400 employees, including 100 people at Respawn. Jesus. And I think they laid off around 500 people the previous year, which led to Respawn. They quietly canceled another Titanfall game. Companies, they canceled that. There you go, Vin. I just said it because they were supposed to make a Titanfall 3. That got canceled because EA said, no, make Apex Legends because everybody wants to get in on the Overwatch thing and everybody wants to get in on the games as a live service. Give me all of your money. But you're making all of this money hand over fist, and just because I have it right here. How much did EA make? Oh yeah, EA makes Madden and college football. Yeah, they've made enough money. Well, they've made a lot of money. Oh, my bad, y'all. I lowballed them. The revenue that they made was approximately $7.5 billion ending in March 2024. It's a 60% increase. I'm pretty sure they've probably made even more than that now. If the data oh my bad, they're 1% down from last year. That's insane. You can't even conceptualize $1 billion. Whatever. My point is these companies are trying to offset the cost of making things, which, like I said a month ago, during the PlayStation era, you put everything on disc. Discs are easier to make. It's easier to make games off a disc, right? He hasn't made a game that deserves that much revenue in 20 years. Man, well, the people who are addicted to Madden, who are addicted to gambling in that game, you get with busting packs, like getting digital. People pay for digital goods. I was told that the amount of money I spend on digital goods pales in comparison. Like, what is it? I play Marvel Snap, so every once in a while they have like a season pass. I think it's like runs between, if you're impatient, you can pay $20, but if you're patient, you pay like $5 or $10. It's a free to play game. On top of that, it's a really good game. So I'm like, you guys are doing good here. I'll pay for this thing that I want. And I think I maybe have bought over the last 3 years, maybe 5 season passes from them. But then let's go to Madden. And my guy Vinny. Dude, there are people that spend upwards to $1,200 to $2,000 buying digital goods on Madden, like buying packs so that when they go online, they can have the best, I don't know many current football players at the moment. I'm just gonna say Chad Ochocinco. So their super S plus Chad Ochocinco is better than this other guy's B plus Chad Ochocinco because he got it just from playing the game. This guy bought his though. That's how they're making that much money is just through that, and people are so addicted to the games that they're just gonna keep buying it, even though nothing really changes. I know you guys see my Netflix back there. I gotta finish Dan to Dan, but nothing ever changes in these games. You can also compare it to like plastic crack, as one of the people who I play with calls Hero Clicks. You can compare it to this. The prices, they went up. Booster packs, I want to say twice. I believe boosters were like 8, then 9, then 10. Now they're like around 14, 15. I mean, now when you get like what's called a brick, they have gone from 10 to 12. Apparently the odds aren't better. Sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh meets football. It's worse than Yu-Gi-Oh meets football, which is crazy because Yu-Gi-Oh's going through a crazy period right now too, where players are complaining about prize support, but I don't care. I'm not traveling around the world to play Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's worse than that because I actually don't. That's crazy. I actually don't have any Yu-Gi-Oh cards right in front of me. I got these Dragon Ball cards right here. Got these Dragon Ball cards. You see this? I can physically touch this. I can throw that. You buy a digital card, you're shit out of luck if they close the game down. Which, it's Madden. You're not gonna play the last Madden. It's not like back in, what was it, middle 2000s, like 2008, when you would play 2K, 2K4, 2K5, because those were good games. But here we are, a place like Electronic Arts, who are laying off people, firing people, because they have not made enough money, even though they are $1 billion company, $1 billion corporation. In 2024, they've laid off about 5% of their workforce, which was like between 650 to 700 people. Now, I know I've gone from talking about EA to talking about Microsoft, right? Which, who did Microsoft own? Activision. That's who they bought. The guys that brought us such bad games like Destiny 2. Because that was a shit show. I'm pretty sure if I type in Activision, just want to see Activision layoffs. Oh wow, let's look at 2025. Oh wow, they've laid off about 500 employees this year. So again, you have companies that are laying off. They're laying off people in the hundreds, which is easily over 2,000, 3,000 people have been fired since all these acquisitions between 2021 and 2022, when the game business was booming because of a global issue. And we got to see more money hand over fist. That's not going to happen. And even though Sony, which I got to put this article up. By the way, don't forget, thumbs up the live here. That actually matters too for some reason, but thumbs up the live, please, and thank you. PlayStation 5, 25% increase. That is just, and we're going up, and what Sony is doing the same thing that Microsoft is doing, and they're going up on like your controllers, and that kind of sucks when it comes to Xbox, because Xbox has the better controller. Like, the wireless controllers have gone from $69 to $79. So let's just round this up from $70 to $80. And the crazy part is the wireless controller works on your PCs. Those were kind of worth it. So now, hey, people who have children, I hope your kids are okay with passing the controller, kind of like we had to do before we could get more controllers. Hope they're okay with passing it around, because let's see. If we're talking about Xbox by itself, because I said it went up $600 Xbox, $280 controls, that's 160, so you're already at 760. Their video games are going to be $80, so 760 plus 80. If I do that right, that's what, 840. It's 840 already. By the way, you didn't get you didn't get what's that called, Xbox Live yet. Now PlayStation has gone up on their version of Live, went from 60 to 70. I think it's around 80, around $80 now, which my stuff expires in the middle of next month. I have to start saving for that. But let's just assume that they have gone up as well. And so we're at 840, you pay another, let's just say 70. Now you're at $910 before full tax. Before full tax. We're going to round all the way up and just say you have spent $1,000. And I've only mentioned, have I mentioned a video game yet? No, I didn't. I just mentioned 2 controllers, the system itself, and Live. You're easily over $1,000. No one is going, okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. Someone will pay for that. There are people who have the means. And by no way am I shaming anybody for how they choose to spend their money, how they choose to relax, because maybe that's all you do. If you're a streamer, you're gonna get the video game, right? You're gonna get the video game and you're gonna stream it. So by no means am I shaming anybody for how you spend your time, you spend your money. That is none of my business. But if you're like a normal Joe Schmo, hi, trying to get partnered with YouTube, how you doing? $1,000, and that's even if you threw off the controller and just added another game, it's still the same thing. Barely anybody's going to pay for this, and resoundingly, the market will crash, because if people didn't want to spend $10, an increase of God is $10 extra. No one's gonna. This is easily over $500 of extra stuff. No, that's not gonna work. Especially you, Xbox. And we still haven't had Summer's Game Fest. I can't wait for the shit show that's gonna be Summer's Game Fest when Jeff Keighley, the Dorito Pope, goes, hey, and here's my friend from Sony. Boo. Oh, damn. Well, here's my buddy, from Michael. Boo. Well, who's the guy that made Mario? Shigeru Miyamoto. We want to boo you. We're going to boo you a little bit. Boo. You're still going to get boos, because you guys are going up on prices. Every game doesn't need to be The Last of Us. Every game doesn't need to be like a cinematic masterpiece. I play fighting games, for God's sake. Where was the game DNF Duel? I think that game's like $50, and technically that game should probably be $30. But the other one, Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. They are putting much more stuff into there. I'm probably gonna purchase that. I'm probably going to end up purchasing that, probably for myself at the end of summer, on top of playing more Street Fighter 6. Insane. Now, I'm probably going to have another live when Sony comes out, because these Sony price hikes are for Latin America. I forgot that was Brexit, wasn't it? Britain, or should I say the UK, Europe. They have, I don't think it's for Australia. Is it for Australia? Yes, New Zealand and Australia. They haven't talked about any price increases in America. But you know it's coming, though, right? Like, they got, like, I was doing this early on when it was just Ken here, but euro compared to the dollar, it's roughly the same. They need to make more complete games instead of charging DLC. That's never going to happen, unfortunately. That's never going to happen. That's so sad. They're not going to. And they don't. I watched Castle Super Beast literally 40 minutes before I jumped on here, where that same thing was brought up. Make games for cheaper, which includes make a whole game. They're not going to do that because if you can get a hardcore fan to buy into getting DLC, you're going to make more money back. I wish most companies would do it like, I say everything needs to be, and $80 is insane. So Pokemon started doing DLC for Sword and Shield. Brand new thing. Now their DLCs were like 15 each, which is relatively cheap when you consider that they put, I want to say, another 20 to 50 Pokemon in there, and then they open up it's another story, it's a whole nother part of the map, whole nother part of the world. The price for those DLCs makes sense, on top of the fact, if you say I don't want to pay for it, cool, you can't go to these areas to catch the Pokemon, but you can still have them in your game. So if you have them in your Pokemon eCloud, you can send them over, do anything else you want with it. Kind of cool, right? To say you can keep playing with people, you just can't do the extra stuff, and that's good. I can't see any other games doing it. That really doesn't. That's not applicable to other stuff like fighting games. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter's been out since 1988. Technically, Mega Man came first, 87. So 87. We'll say 87. That is a 38 to 40-year-old franchise. They have hundreds of characters within Street Fighter, around the Street Fighter universe, which your that's not Streets of Rage. That's not Streets of Rage. What's the one with Metro City? Final Fight. With your Final Fights, your the game that Sakura played in, I can't believe I'm blanking, but you have that universe. So, man, we would really love to see. We would like to see Blanca come back. You didn't put Blanca in the base game. There you go. They put Blanca. Well, you can get Blanca 4-character DLC extra. I see that sometimes these games want to charge you $5 per character. I guess that is worth it. I don't know, because Street Fighter 6 tried to charge me $20 per Ninja Turtle. I love Ninja Turtles. I don't love Ninja Turtles that much. $20 extra per Ninja Turtle. And they weren't even the actual Ninja Turtle. They were the costume to make a creative fighter. It wasn't even like a costume for like a Ryu or anything like that. Where now you guys say you want the full game if you want to pay full price. Like, I might start playing this game, and I've been dodging it for a while. Fortnite, you get a battle pass. You can level up if you want, or put some extra money into it. And W can fairly great crappy car feature these. Yeah, WWE is it 2K. It's still EA, so they're gonna try to copy it. But yeah, and I've had I got some friends that I grew up with, and they're just like, yeah, I play Fortnite. It's pretty fun. I've seen another friend who's also a streamer, Rachel. She plays the Fortnite. Seems to be having fun on it. The game is free to play if you want to play as Emperor Palpatine, who actually has a lightsaber and does lightsaber stuff. If you want to play as Michelangelo and he used the nunchucks, I don't know how he used the nunchucks after he puts away the AK, you can do that. I kind of might have to start playing that game because you get your money's worth. You don't have to buy the extra skins, but if you want to, it's not going to be $20 per person. I got turned off from Overwatch because we went from Overwatch to Overwatch 2, which should have been an expansion pack. I put so much time and so much money over the 7 years into that game for you to go, oh, well, here's our 1.5. By the way, none of that stuff can come over. Now, people tell me it can. I'm not buying Overwatch 2. It is, you have already lost me with that. For the reason why I stopped playing Destiny, because all the time I put in and the other stuff, I can't get that time back, and you're not going to reward me for it. So I'm done. It's sad that gone are the days of you give your money, you get a full game. The most egregious, and Herm, I bet you know this. I bet you remember this. The most egregious example of nickel and diming for DLC was Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And I was so excited for that game. I bought that game, and data miners, Marvel Rivals is the best Overwatch clone. It is, and it's free. And I downloaded it, and I'm going to make sure I play the hell out of that game. The most egregious of extra DLC on the thing is Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where all the characters that you ever wanted were on there. I'm talking your Sakura's, was it DJ, and then the Tekken people that were on there. There was at least 16 characters on that disc, that data miners. I don't know why you guys didn't realize that people can open up your files if your game is online. I love Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 from the beginning. Man, I gave it up after a while when I found out that a couple of my favorite guns were just like on the level of like white. What the colors? Like white. Then the higher ones like purple gold, white, blue, purple gold, or whatever. When I found myself was so low level, I quit. Couldn't do it. I'm glad people are still enjoying it, but I couldn't do it. Rest in peace, Zavala. But yeah, on this DLC. Which system? It was on all of them except for the Nintendo one. It was on PlayStation 3. It was on Xbox 360. And the one that got super data mined was the PS3 one. I don't know why you didn't think that it was going to get data mined. Fun game, although that gem system was weird, because then again, nickel and dime you. Hey, give us $10 if you want this gem that lets you like get your health back instantly when it goes to red, or hey, you'll get 2 super bars instead of 1. That's worse than horse armor. If you know, you know. I look forward to having this conversation again when Sony reveals their prices, because you got to keep talking about it. And I feel bad for the crash. Anyone who plays PC games and is on that Steam life, with Steam has sales like what, 2 to 3 times a year, especially around the holidays. You guys are sitting pretty. You're playing all of your off-brand clones of games. You're playing your cool indie stuff. I'm gonna be on that life soon though, because I cannot. Like, especially since I want to do like more streaming, like this. Hopefully, set up things so I can stream on the YouTubes. But going back to my last point, the global issue we had, the price, like they're not gonna get much more money than back then, save for another global issue, which, certain forces have been trying to fight against from happening. Almost got one with bird flu. So the last administration kind of cut that off before that happened. We'll see though. I don't know. Measles are making a comeback. In 2025, measles are making a comeback. Never thought I would say that in my lifetime. I try not to have discussions like this without having a solution. Cause I'm an optimistic person. I'm not into the gloom and doom or, oh man, we're all gonna die. No, I'm not the Starship Trooper, man. It's not game over, man. There's a way out. And the way out's probably going to happen way quicker than Microsoft or PlayStation or Nintendo realize it's going to happen. You have your streamers that will buy it. You have your addicts that are going to buy it. But normal folks, casuals make the market go round. Casuals make the market go round in almost everything. I don't know too much about hero clicks. If casuals make the market go round, I mean, I get what I can. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like a set and a half behind in this, but that's because real life catches up with you. But real life catches up with you, but man, just totally lost my thought. Real life catches up with you. I'm like a set and a half behind on this. I don't know. I can't see myself like the gaming stuff. No one's gonna, like, casual people. I don't know what parents are gonna do. Like parents of young kids all the way up to teenagers. I don't know what the solution is for that. I'm gonna assume, like, I hope people know the kids are not dumb. They ain't gonna do anything. Oh shit. Sorry, that's funny. I mean, kids are not dumb. Like, hello, not even just millennials, Gen X, no, kids are never dumb. We know what's going on. So I'm pretty sure your kids are gonna be like, damn, my dad ain't gonna get me the Score Station 73. That's the same price as the car. Well, maybe he'll let me get the Score Station 72, and then I can just pool my money with my friends and we all can buy one controller. Kids know what's going on. So your kids will probably accept it. I mean, who told that cat? Was that Cat Williams that told that joke where he told his son that he could buy him the new PlayStation 3, but you can only get, one controller and 2 games or 3 games, and you're gonna get bored with those games. Or I can get you the N64 and you have all of the games and 4 controllers. I can see somebody like I personally would like to have an N64. I still have mine, but I would like to have another one and controllers that aren't beat up from 12-year-old me getting pissed off at, Mario 64 when they cheated. Those backflips were hard. I don't know I don't think casuals are going to do it. Kids are going to have a tough sale. We have issues with the streaming. I mentioned again, it's all connected with GameStop better increase trade value. That ain't happening. What's that? Your game you paid $80 for? Cool. Here's $10 and some Tic Tacs. It's never gonna happen. And I'm laughing. I wish they didn't close down my GameStop that I would go to, because the people working there were so real and they were so cool. Because when GameStop they started taking in like your Pokemon cards, like your graded cards, your graded baseball, Pokemon, basketball, football cards, and they were taking in retro stuff. And I'm just kind of looking, I'm like, y'all trying to sell a SNES? You sell SNES for $200. I mean, I could go to what is the name of the swap meet? Swaparama. I could go to the Swaparama, possibly find one that's like $80 to $100 with a bunch of games, and all I got to do is just clean the stuff off. And the people that work there said the the big manager, and then the manager under him. I won't say their names, but the manager under him, he and her, he said, dude, this is so fucking dumb. They don't know what they're doing. They want to take them in, but who are we going to resell it to? They were even taking in, for a little while, they were taking in people's iPhones and MacBooks until they cut that off and then started doing this thing with the cards. And he says they don't know what they're doing. Like, they're trying to get in on a market that started during the global issue. Remember those assholes, the Pauls, when they made it impossible for people to get Pokemon cards because rich assholes will spend triple what a thing is. Why would you buy? He bought a box of when Pokemon was on by Wizards of the Coast. There was gym heroes. The reason why I can go in on this subject is because little Shane, I was a gym leader at the Toys R Us. I was the youngest gym leader. And again, as you can see, Pokemon, that's my shit. I remember the Wizards of the Coast time. I remember those cards. That stuff was cool. It was hard to, it was sought after. A box of that shit is not worth $500. So you have assholes that have way much more money than brain cells. Let's say, hey, I want to buy that. Oh man, look at this cool card. Guy that fixes a fight with Mike Tyson. Guy, oh man, I'm so cool with my car. Oh no, wait, that's the one that wrestles. He's actually wrestling tonight. Which I gotta make sure I pay attention to that my time, because I need to see him get his ass knocked out. And then it turns out the card he got, y'all, the card was a fake. And folks said, hey, anyone that actually deals in this could have looked at it and could have told him, yeah, no, that's not the right one. That's not real. So that's how you got the increase of card prices, because everyone out there started saying, well, hey, if I go out here and if I punch a little kid and get the cards before they do, I'll sit on a gold mine, which again, it's gambling. Only difference between that and busting packs in a video game is that you got the physical stuff. But guess what? Either way it goes, you might not get anything. And I don't have time to pull this up. If I remember it, I'll pull it up and maybe put it in the description of this one. But there are ratios. What I see, getting a lot of play. These consoles have that troll game's packed in. Yes. And I'm gonna get to that in 2 seconds. For gacha games, because I also play Fate Go. I play games on my phone. Haha. Things like Fate Go, and there's like other gacha games where there's also a Dragon Ball one, Dokkan, where like, hey, you put enough of this in-game currency in, if you keep doing it, you get higher chances of getting the thing you're looking for. Again, a chance. There are percentages to this. And by law, they have to put the percentages up. Now, here's the thing about buying packs or boxes of cards. On the Yu-Gi-Oh side, and I think on the Pokemon side, but in Japan, they tell you on the side of the box, this is how many, commons, uncommons, for Pokemon, it's rares, and then holographic rares, and then you got your full arts and your special ones. So you got like 6 or 7 different rarities here. And your super special ones might be 1 per case. Your alt arts might be like 1 per box. Your ultra rares, maybe like 4, so on and so forth. And a lot of folks don't know that there is a gamble for stuff like that. It is literally gambling. And if you have the money for it, cool. Or if you like it, cool. Or if you know, I'm not finna buy anything else, I just want this, I'm gonna collect it. Now, what my dude Herm was talking about, what's coming back is all the games that are in the thing. I don't feel like walking off on you guys, because I bought the NES Classic when it first came out, before that boom, when that thing was, what was it, $40? I think it was $40, and then resale value was like resale value was what? I want to say like 120. So then when the SNES one came out, which was 60, I made sure I pre-ordered my shit, and I got it and got my stuff. The one for that, scalpers went nuts for that. And I think there's people who there's a buddy of mine that has a SNES Classic, and someone put more games on it. I mean, you can even do that with the PS3. Those retro gaming consoles like that, they're gonna do gangbusters because you're getting value, more quality for your cash. Even the knockoff ones, I didn't know that. And so, what the doesn't do the knockoff ones? Black Kaizoku, do the knockoff ones also have like? Do they have the real games on them? Or is it just like, it's a knockoff one, but it happens to have some knockoff titles? Or is it the actual games? Wow, that's actually kind of cool. I remember, what was it? Was it my undergrad days? I remember finding a website, and I need to find that website again, where they have like Game Boy Color games. They have the source code for it. So I was playing the Pokemon TCG for Game Boy Color on a computer. And that site had a way of, you can save your file under your profile, stuff like that. There's ways of doing that stuff. I don't think in a company like Nintendo that loves to send cease and desists, you're not going to get around that ever. Not everyone streams it, and hell, you can just lie. I mean, these things at PS1, 2. I've seen those. I know what you're talking about. I've seen the commercials for those. I forget what they're called. I hate the commercials with the passion because it's either just some random dude who's like, yeah, man, I could play the Pokemon game. Or they get a girl that's just wearing booty shorts and she's like, yeah, I'm playing this. It's like, you ain't playing shit. That's not how you play Pokemon Gold. No one plays Pokemon Gold like that. I digress. I've seen those commercials. I always wondered if some of those were real. I looked up they call it the Soldier Boy console. There's like there's another one that looks like it. There's a Game Boy that's supposed to have like a bunch of games on it. And they do sell them on Amazon too. I heard some of those you actually get what you're buying and some of those you don't. I had to do some more research into it. Or if any one of you actually want to bite the bullet and get one and tell me if it has all the stuff on it. My only thing is, so for a person like me, again, Pokemon. And some Pokemon you want to trade to do, can you still trade? Like, how does those things work? But it all makes sense now. Like why a Nintendo or a Sony doesn't put like their old games on like a store where you can buy it for $10 to $20 is because no, we don't want you to do that. Buy this new thing. That's $80 $90. Buy this new thing that you're gonna have to pick between having dinner or getting gas or getting a game. Insane. Just let me make sure I didn't miss any layoffs. You're laying people off, and yet you're saying we don't have enough money. Such. But yeah, that's also like Black Kaizoku was saying. That's actually another thing you can buy it all in one. Hell, just download the source code. You didn't hear it from me. Download the source code. I mean. We're getting to the point where I can see an increase in people hitting the high seas. It's gonna happen. I don't think I mentioned that in the last time I talked about this. I said I might consider hitting the high seas, but you're gonna see an increase of that stuff happening. Just I felt very compelled to talk about this because I get pissed when you have these companies acquiring other companies, and then because you want to make all the money and because you want your shareholders to be able to buy another yacht and to be happy so that you can buy another yacht, now you're gonna fire folks who are a lot of them are in it for the passion, and the community, us the gamers who are behind them, because hey, you made this really cool thing. Or I gotta remember, I'm old, someone younger is like, oh man, yeah, I played that game on PlayStation 3 when I was a kid. God, I'm old. So I want to play that again. Then you fire these people. Like, why are there people losing jobs when you made $1 billion? You made $250,000, and you're gonna make money. And when GTA 6 comes out next year, a year, whoa, when it comes out almost a year from now, in 16 days, a year from now, when it comes out, what is the world gonna look like then? The social, economic, and political climate, all of that affects what's going on. We tried to warn people too. We tried to tell people in the gaming spirit, yeah, you should probably care about what's going on because this is going to affect you too. Because now they're using this as an excuse, and they already wanted to go up. They want to get their fifth Bugatti, their fourth yacht, and y'all can't even make a decent Destiny. You can't even make a decent game, and you're still firing people. Good luck though to Xbox, I guess. I guess I'm saying I guess very very heavily because I tried to buy one of those handhelds. Every time I'm supposed to. Whoa! So you tried to get one and they tried to scam you? Yeah, I probably wouldn't have picked the one from the Facebook Marketplace just because it's the Facebook one. Jeez, that's ooh. See, I have a cousin that gave me a disc for my Dreamcast, and it had literally over 100 games on it. Like a bunch of stuff I didn't play, but it had 100 games on it from like Genesis, Nintendo. I was playing Altered Beast on a Dreamcast, just for shits and giggles because I had never played it before. And at the time, I never realized how special that was. Like to be able to play Sonic 2 with Knuckles on a Dreamcast just because you have a disc that works like that. I don't know if I find a way to if I find a safe place that will sell all those things, maybe I'll tell y'all about it. I don't know. Just it feels it just feels so irresponsible. And the sad thing is they're gonna prey on folks like us that just want to be able to entertain ourselves for a reasonable price. I can see those type of things happening. It feels so nasty. Ew. What do we cover? Covered Xbox being stupid. Covered PlayStation increasing everywhere else. They're saving the best for last, obviously, right? The source of all of it, which it's the pandemic. Sorry, that's those times are still coming back to bite us in the ass. Nothing has gone down since then. Not when you go out to hang out with friends to buy food. None that has not gone down. All right, I mentioned gas. Gas is weird because I was able to get gas for like close to $2, and then it went back up to like 4.30. Now it's like in the 3 range. Gas is a weird one, but nothing has gone down, and now video games are starting to slowly catch up to it. I don't know how much would you all pay for. Let's say right now. Let's say Xbox because they own Rare. How much would you guys pay for like? Well, I guess it'd be Nintendo, but how much would you pay for like a literal brand new retro game? Like if we got Donkey Kong Country 5 and it's done in like a bit of upscale, technically made a 5, but it's done a little bit of upscale. You can get it on both Switch and Switch 2. How much would you pay for? Would you pay $60 for that? Would you pay $50 for that? Like, Hell, how much does the you say 50? 50 sounds about right, right? So, okay, here's another very real question. What is like, because for me, when I see a console that's like 450, it's like, that's not too bad. Because we got what's PlayStation 5s when it first came out, were like what, six? They're like six ish, and $20. Ha! Yeah, I guess you're going to have to go to GameStop and hopefully they mark that thing down. What is like the absolute no price for a console? Because we've seen, 200, well, we've seen 300 with Switches, we've seen 4 and 5. Now we're at, what did the Microsoft one say? Oh, the thing went away. They went up to, it's like $700. And now I just realized, because Xbox has Game Pass where you can play the stuff. You can play the stuff on there. You can play it on your PC. Does that mean like the Game Pass is going to get an increase too? They have not talked about that at all. Because Game Pass is what, $20? Would Game Pass be worth it at $40? I don't know. It depends on. And are you a person like me? Like whenever I get a chance, you can see them doing that. Whenever I get a chance to actually stream on here and I get my whole setup, I got a bunch of games for PlayStation 3. Like I had bought some games, forgot I bought them. They're still in the package and they're literally brand new. And I bought them because I wanted to support the people who made it, because I want that game to keep coming out. I think it's Tales of. One of them is Tales of. It's Tales of something. There's one where there's a female protagonist. It was before. The newest one. I bought. See, I still have my X Bone. I still have my X Bone, but I don't like playing it. Tales of Berseria. I have that. I have my X Bone. I don't like playing it, but I would, cause who's my guy? The guy that made Mega Man, him and Itsuno, the guy behind Castlevania. And Game Pass a couple months ago. Whoa, how much is the Game Pass now? They increased a couple months ago. How much is it now? Drink break. I know there's a delay. Yeah, let me know how much that increase was. But better leave it alone. Yeah, but how much did they go up on it? I thought it was still just $20. There was a game by Suno and Keiji Inafune. That was my guy. Still kind of is my guy. I can't believe what you did with Mighty Number Nine. I digress. There's a game on Xbone I got it. It was cheap. Still haven't played that. I have other games I can play. Like, if I'm starving, increase was to 20. It was 16 before. Oh, they made it go up by $4. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog. That thing's gonna go up to 40. They charging $80 for controllers. That bad boy going up to 40. So here's like I was asking you guys, how much would you spend on a console? Like, what's the max price you would spend on a console? Do you think that Sony is gonna come out with its own Game Pass? Cause they don't play well with others. Like, they tell companies that they can't do crossplay because Sony has a huge stick up their ass. So maybe they'll do a Game Pass, but I don't know. Sony still, if it, let's say Xbox goes up to $40, pretty sure Sony is going to say, well, our library has quality and has value. It's $50 for the Sony experience. Oh, if I just named Sony's Game Pass, you guys owe me like I don't know, $5. Give me $5. Go to the Patreon and give me $5 if I get that right. Cause oh yeah, my Patreon will be in the description here. It's on my channel if you want to click my name. Please subscribe if you have not. I'm going to talk about more than video games. I do movies and anime talks as well. So please, thumbs up, subscribe to me, hit the notification bell, and help a brother out on that Patreon. We're trying to boost this bad boy up. But yeah, if I'm right and they call it the Sony experience, or no, PlayStation experience. That's such a good name. I would work for them if, I actually didn't give a shit about people. But Sony, the PlayStation experience, that rolls right off the tongue. It's like, oh man, you want to play what first party games do they have? They usually pay people to not put other games on. Street Fighter is just on there, right? I can't remember what they just have. All right, let's just pretend like the next Devil May Cry. You want to play Devil May Cry first on PlayStation? Subscribe to the PlayStation experience for $50. $50 a month for that. And Game Pass people, question for you. You don't need so Game Pass is in replacement of Xbox Live, right? You're not paying $20 for Game Pass and then paying another $60 for Xbox Live, right? I'll give you a minute to answer that. Wow. Damn. Oh, you're paying Live for $60 and you're paying Game Pass for $20? Why couldn't that just be included? Okay, I know why it can't be included, because then they will be doing. Oh no, I think it's included. Okay, good. That's good, because I was about to say I can understand why it wouldn't, because they would kind of be competing with Sony if you think about it. If you go, hey, okay, all together, that's perfect, because if you had to pay $80 basically for online, that is, and I don't know why Microsoft isn't working harder to say, hey, you can play all these games first. I know they say it, but they don't say it, right? I watched two people, Black Kaizoku, follow him on Twitch. Watched him play South of Midnight. I watched this other guy play South of Midnight and do a review on it. If you just push out your games like, hey, here's South of Midnight, really cool game that has this great art style and this great story. I get that, you got trolls that are like, ew, it's a black person. Ew, it's talking about black legends and mythology and the black fantasy. First of all, we need more black fantasies. I need more black fantasies. But the game and the mood and everything I've seen about it, and the music with them singing the hymns of the stories and all of that stuff. If you push, I don't know why they don't push more of their good stuff like that. Hey, Xbox Live, but it's also the Game Pass, and you can play this game technically for free. Hey, or hey, you can play this other new game for free. It's the ultimate place to test things out. I think the Game Pass will be the make or break for when this upcoming crash happens. That will be the make or break. Because technically, you don't even need an Xbox to do that. SNES 33 is incredible, and on Game Pass too. Boom. I forgot is that a Microsoft thing too? Was that only on Microsoft or was it on everything? I forget, but so Game Pass, wow. That's crazy. Game Pass being $20, so you pay $20, so 12 months out of the year, that's $120. I'm pretty sure they give you a little shave off, so they probably $115. So Xbox and PS5. I would play it on Game Pass at that point. Legitimately. $50 game that's on Game Pass that turns out to be, now that, GTA 6 has firmly moved away, has potential of being game of the year. Which I heard a lot of not producers, no, yeah, producers and game companies were pissed that GTA 6 is coming out next year, because I guess they planned on putting those games out in May. I don't, why are you putting things out in May? Whatever. Because what else comes out in May? Oh, movie wise is actually Avengers Doomsday. That comes out in May. So hey, those of you who are going to play GTA, you might step outside of the house once to go see Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, media, it's too much. It's way too much. And we're still in the beginning of May. It's way too much stuff. What? We get a new Star Wars movie. Oh yeah, we are. The one with who's a pretty boy? Who's Ken from Barbie? Not Ryan Seacrest. What's that guy called? Mr. La La Land. Need to see that movie. Oh, Mandalorian Grogu is coming out first. Damn. So you all are gonna have you're gonna have your GTA 6, and you're gonna take off of work for the week. Let's just be real. That's what people, they're gonna play GTA 6, take off for the week. They're gonna be smelly. They go, oh man, Avengers. Take a shower, watch Avengers, go back, play some more GTA until like 6 in the morning, take a nap, wake up, go, oh man, Mandalorian and Grogu. You go see that, then you come back, and then you finish playing throughout the weekend. It's not going to come out the same weekend. Disney would never cannibalize itself like that. But you get what I'm saying. I'm so invested in what a year is gonna look like. Just for gaming, just for gaming as a whole, I am so invested in what's gonna happen. Was there any other topics I want to hit on before I talk a little bit about the channel? Also, thank you, first time viewers. I appreciate all of you for showing up. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Black Kaizoku. Thank you, my guy Conway, who is usually here for a lot of it. There was another guy. I haven't seen Pandora on here, but usually I do these. I try to do these around 2:00, just so I can end around here between 5 and 6 Central Standard Time. But again, I had life things to do, and I needed to eat. I didn't need to eat, but I needed to eat. Try to make sure I don't forget anything. Is there any other points I want to make? I already know Sony's gonna. What's sad about this? I'm pretty sure Sony is gonna say something next week that's gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna end up trying to do another one of these. And I waited. I legitimately waited to do this. I was gonna try to do this earlier, but I said, let me wait, because Xbox is dumb. And then I found out about the increase in other places. Like, can you imagine the Canadian prices? Don't they already have like $20 to $40 more than we do? I can only imagine how they feel about grabbing all these things. Unless you still can't. No, if you go on a website, you can't really go to like the American version of a website. You're still going to be doing a conversion rate, I think. Because I remember Play Asia, when I got Shonen Jump Stars, it was a conversion of yen to American dollars. So you're still going to be doing a conversion rate, which it's kind of rough. I don't know, unless you buy it, unless you buy your game, you get somebody in America and say, hey man, instead of me paying 1,000, Canadian bucks, if you spend the 800, I'll pay you back your 800. That's a big ass investment. Oof. Ooh, that's a big investment. I kind of envy those of you who don't have like extra hobbies like I do. Like it's my Yu-Gi-Oh die, and I've already shown. Hey, look, wait, here's Jeremy Renner. I've been wanting to play this guys too. I envy you guys that only have like the one hobby, cause so I don't keep you guys here, and I don't repeat myself. Unless you have any other points to bring up, please, by all means, interrupt me. Bring up the point. I guess also, trying to bridge the gap between me talking about games and me talking about anime and stuff. There is a Guilty Gear anime that the character's showing up from there into the video game, which, again, we're talking about value, right? And Damien mentioned before, man, if they're going to start charging $80 for games, you need to get the whole game. But, damn. I guess I'm kind of getting part of the problem, because if I pay, because I think Guilty Gear is what, $60? Strive is $60, and if you get all the seasons, because it looks like they're going to keep going with these seasons, that's like maybe another $20. But then you're getting fun stuff. I guess you can't justify it if you pay $80 to step in the door, and then it's like, oh man, this other stuff looks fun, but I already paid my $80. Oof. Oof. But yes, I believe my Instagram is also in my whole page here. You click on that. I've done a couple of, I don't know if any people who are watching this, or stealthily watching this, came from Instagram, because I do have a little bit different content from over there than here. Here is where I do my long form. Like if it's a, let's say, Marvel movie, I can talk for a good 30, 40, 50 minutes, depending on how long the movie is. Over there, I only get 3 minutes, so you get quick bullet points. Over there, I also get more of a chance to put music up. And one of the things I've always wanted to do, a top 10 favorite anime opening songs. Not the openings with the visuals, but the songs. And I've, for the past like month or so, I've kind of been compiling what songs those are going to be. I have, literally, I'm a music guy. I played an instrument since 5th grade. Well, I haven't played one in the last 7-ish years, but I'm a music guy. I love music, especially other people's music, like J-pop, J-rock. Can't call it J-jazz, because they more or less copied what Black Americans did when it came to jazz. Actually, the stuff that is called city pop sounds a lot like the 80s music, like from The Emotions, or oh no, what's her name? Denise, not Denise Richards. Denise Williams? No. I can't remember her name, but their sounds, oh, it's Denise Williams, or Denise Williams, like their sounds like our singers from like the 80s. So when it comes to these anime opening songs, there are some songs that I do listen to on repeat, whether I'm driving to go to the grocery store, or even if I'm doing work or something like that. There are songs that I play on repeat that are actually really, really good. So I'm kind of debating with myself, because as I told you before, I'm trying to build up the channel, and I'm going to end up building a PC so I can get the ability to use better software than what you can use on your mobile devices. So I'm talking to you on the phone. I want to get the ability to do better editing. So should I wait and do that for that? Part of me saying no, because YouTube, please don't kick my ass. But YouTube kind of sucks when it comes to like copyright claims and stuff like that. Like I've watched Angry Joe get copyright claimed by Sony Music, mostly because they don't like him. But at the same time, they claimed like 20, not 20, like 10 minutes of a video where he only played a song for like half a second. And funny enough, it was his GTA 6 trailer review where he even said, damn, the game looks good. All these graphics look nice. And everybody's looking at Lucia's butt. Looks nice. But I don't feel like going through that. Literally, still a smaller channel. I don't feel like dealing with possible copyright claims that can get the channel shut down. So, my solution, I'll do a 2 to 3 minute video on the Instagram. You guys will be able to hear the song, only 90 seconds of it, but you'll be able to hear the song and I'll be able to express why it's, among the rankings of 10 or whatever. And I do those separately. And then we come back here and I do the full, here's my top 10. That could probably be oh Lord, I think that could be like a 15-20 minute video. Especially since in long form, I can sit down and explain more concretely why I say this song is in my top 10. Like, what arc in the anime this song was in, why, what visuals came with it that was really good. You won't see any of that, which I refuse. This is the most I'm willing to do when it comes to like showing anything, such as, hold on, let's go over to Daima. This is the most I'm willing to do. Like, even when I get more editing capabilities, I'm only willing to show pictures. Even when when I review a Marvel movie, I'm only going to put out a picture that they put out. Cause I don't want to be a hypocrite, because I get annoyed seeing other people's channels where all they do is they flip the image, turn it upside down, then change the color just so they can show it on the screen, and then you can look at it. And it's like, well, you're not really looking at it. And if you're here, you've already watched it. B, if you haven't already watched it, you're listening to me tell you about it so you can go see it. So you're going to get even more surprised. Pardon me. So I think I'm more than likely going to songs 10 through 1. Going to each get an individual 3-minute video on the Instagram. And then I will put a full-fledged one here. It's something I've been thinking about. I've been wanting to do that. I've also been wanting to do, like, I wouldn't call it long form discussion, but like a thesis statement on certain characters from certain animes. I still want to do my top 10 or top 5 favorite tournament arcs in anime. And now this one I might wait on for editing. I have a brand new top 10 favorite anime list. Like, several new ones have instantly just taken I feel bad for saying they've taken the place of some of the ones I like. I mean, here's a hint. You can't see, this is too bright for you to see. 2 of them are right here. 2 of the anime that have invaded my top 10 are right here. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. But I try to be smart about how I get my content out. I try to be smart about it. I try to be honest about it. And a lot of times I will see some things that apply to the real world in some of the stuff that I watch. So, I will also incorporate that, kind of like with our discussion in the beginning parts of this, talking about prices of gains with the stupid ass tariffs that the orange shit stain has put upon all of us. They keep going in and going back and going in and going back. Small tangent. It baffles me that we have actual insider trading like in our face. Martha Stewart did a bid, but nobody else is. That's so funny. All right, I'm done. I'm done with that. I ain't gonna talk about it anymore. I'm gonna talk about it some more. But I just think that's kind of funny. I think that's really funny. Funny enough, there's an anime that someone recommended to me called Super Crooks. I will end up reviewing that probably towards the fall. But yeah, Super Crooks. You seen that? Did you like it? Did you like it, Black Kaiser-kun? I heard it was sad. Like, I am not afraid to crown some animes. If the animes is good, I will. Yeah, it was all right. Cool, 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 cool. I also want to do, because I have this wonderful microphone here. I also want to talk about like manga passages too. But I feel like you benefit from being able to see it, but I don't know how Suecia or any of the manga companies would handle that, right? Suecia don't play. Suecia, if those of you who hear the sound of my voice, if there's one thing you need to know when it comes to copyright claims, Suecia, Sony Music, and there's one more. It's always in threes, but the two that quickly come to my mind, Suecia, who do they produce and own a lot of anime. Like they own Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. If you've heard of it, and even if you haven't heard of it, they more than likely own it. And they own it as far as the manga as well. And then Sony Music, that's part of the reason why I'm having this small talk with you guys, because I needed to talk to you. I needed to talk to you. That type of music stuff, that's crazy. I could technically download my Instagram videos and put them on here, but I do not feel like having Sony come after me. I don't. I just, maybe if I had like 50,000 subs. Yeah, like I can do it on Instagram. That's why I'm asking you. Follow my Instagram. You will enjoy the 3 minutes. I guarantee it. And just come back here. I can't put it on here. And you know what I just thought about, Mr. Black Kaizoku, because you're the streamer. Remember that new Naughty Dog game that's coming out? The one that's like retro space lady. Like she was driving was it a McLaren space car thing? And so many people's videos talking about that trailer got copyright claimed because there was Sony speakers in there. The song was a song. Obviously, it's a Sony song. I mean, it's a Naughty Dog game coming out for PlayStation 5. That is gonna be a weird one because I don't know how anyone is gonna be able to stream that. Like, I'm not even talking about on YouTube, just on Twitch. Like, Twitch used to just black out all the mute. Like, if a song came on, because what was it, Maximilian dude and his Yo Video Games guys, they played Michael Jackson music when they were playing Mario Party, like back in 2016. Was it Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet? Naughty Dog kind of gets on my nerves now because they refuse to acknowledge Crash Bandicoot and Jack and Dexter. I gotta admit, that's a badass name for a video game. That's and I'm not a fan of like AAA, quadruple A games. I mean, hell, I just said they need to cut back on spending for games. I kind of want to play it. Oh no, that game's gonna be $80, isn't it? Shit. Well, that just kind of ruined the hype for that game, didn't it? That game's gonna be $80 or $90. But yeah, no, I don't know how people are gonna stream that. Like, what was it? Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy game had tons, because Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie, had tons of those cool ass music, right? Wonder how I'm gonna stream GTA 6 because music is a hit. Oh yeah, damn. Man, you're gonna have. You know what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna end up having to like sync in your own like DMCA free music. Like you're gonna have to splice it in there. It's so funny because I rewatched Joe's video, and so for on the because the song that they copyright claimed it for was the Pointer Sisters. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was the Pointer Sisters, right? Made it that the music made the trailer, You know, on top of saying, you know, Lucia being Lucia, wink, made it be what it is. So he had to slice in his stuff, which was generic rock. I don't know if it ruins it, but if people actually want to, that's the thing about streaming and doing videos and stuff. Your audience just wants to see you. Now, yeah, all the casual folks that'll probably come in and be like, "Hey, yeah, man, I like seeing people play this game, but this dude's actually cool. I'll follow, I'll sub to this guy." I don't know if that's gonna like reduce any of that. It's rough. This stuff is rough. Probably might not stream it at all. Yeah, we definitely when I have a feeling because Rockstar is a little bit smart because they didn't have issues with Red Dead Redemption 2. I have a feeling that they're probably going to figure out a way how to address this. I can see now. Here's what's so funny. I can see people if you're not going to monetize your video, I can see people putting up the gameplay, going like, "Yeah, this video's not monetized. I'm putting it out there." Kind of like the Persona games, which that just the way Atlas treats people who want to stream their games is so ass backwards. Yeah, see, the whole discussion I had for today, it all goes together as the video games and then the money and then, you know, trying to get content out. It's yeah, no, I don't know how. I don't know how any of this is gonna work. But I figured out what I'm gonna do. If y'all think you think that's all right, you know, have the actual 90 seconds of music on the Instagram and then just do a long form video here where you won't hear any of the music at all. Yeah, I'll do it like that. The top 10 anime one, I'm still itching. I'm itching to do that one. I just gotta figure out my list. It's crazy because I already know like 4 that's on it. I just feel blasphemous. And for the songs, and I'll try to wrap this up in 3 minutes because we're doing an hour 50 for the song. So my rule, one anime per song, right? I'm trying not to limit it on the groups because, you know, something like Asian Kung Fu Generation, hell, at this point, Creepy Nuts, like these people do multiple animes. Who else? Hiroshi. Can't remember his name. Hiroshi. Can't remember his last name. But the guy who's part of Jam that did the One Punch. They've done so many animes, including Dragon Ball stuff. If I just said one artist, one anime, that's severely limiting. But it's just gonna be, it'll be one anime. That's what's making this a little bit difficult. While I was doing my landscaping thing, there was I listened to 5 One Piece songs back to back and realized, oh shit, I like all these songs. And then the other day I was listening to Bleach. I said, well, I can narrow down the Bleach one. That's not hard. But there are songs where it's like, ooh, this anime. Because if we're being real, and I will say this in the video, if we're being real, if I didn't limit to one anime per song, pretty sure Naruto and I lost connection a little bit. Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach would literally take all of it. That's just, and I don't want it to be all the way filled up with just those. Maybe I'll make a video or do videos later going, oh, the best One Piece songs or the best Bleach songs. But I, yeah, I can't just have like two or three animes dominating a whole list. But yeah. So anything I forgot to talk about? Still got 2 minutes. 1 second, y'all. I love being able to mute my microphone. This is now you hear me? Unless you did hear me. Wait, did you hear me? Wait, what? Huh? What? I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that's my immediate plan. Oh. For those of you who do care, if you noticed, I started Dan to Dan. Episodes 3 and 4 will be Monday, Wednesday. Hopefully, episodes 5 and 6 will be the following Monday, Wednesday. You get 2 a week. I'm doing that, and I need to catch up on Rurouni Kenshin, and I really want to watch Kinnikuman Season 2. Vigilantes are out, but I'm gonna take my time on that too. At least I'm not gonna let them get to 8 seasons and then not do it at all. But there's one other anime that's coming out. It's a little, just, you probably never heard of it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run. Heard people like the manga of whatever this thing is called. Never heard of JoJo before. Never heard of JoJo Pose. So I'm gonna, whenever that comes out, I'm jumping immediately on Steel Ball Run. Yeah, I heard Steel Ball. I read a little bit of it. It's crazy because I do research for many of the things I'm into. So I will start reading something and then something looks really cool and I go, I wonder how this power works. And then I'll read into it and I go, damn, that's cool. Like Dio Raptor, I can't wait. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be cool. They have changed a lot of the looks from manga to anime. Kind of looks less detailed. I'm hoping it looks better when they're moving. As you know, seeing is that Zeppeli? Seeing Zeppeli with the grill. The grill looks a little less detailed. And then my man JoJo, JoJo ain't got no legs. His outfit look a little bit different. Doesn't look like that to me. See, maybe I was looking at somebody's weird interpretation of it. Like that. It looks a little less detailed. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'm gonna watch it all the same because if I were to do my top 5 or top 10 anime villains, Dio Brando is easily top 5 best anime villains of all time. Like, I aspire to be that is hater supreme. You cannot find a bigger hater than Dio Brando. And so I gotta watch this one where we get to see Dio's hate go to a whole other level. And that's also a little asterisk about my top 10 when it comes to the anime intros. One of my other rules is I had to have either watched a significant portion of what I'm of the anime or read of the manga that I'm doing. So JoJo might be out. Like I watched and read a lot of the very first JoJo, but my favorite is Jotaro, and I kind of like part 2. See, again, I told you this is why I have to put rules, because there's a lot of songs I listen to and I've never watched the anime. Like Mob Psycho, 99.9 and 99, those songs are badass, and I still Love is War? Isn't that the name of the show? Love is War? Love is War, all 3 seasons. I've heard all 3 songs. I forget the singer's name. He does jazz. I listen to his other stuff. Oh damn, I just reminded myself of Space Dandy. I need to finish the last season of Space Dandy. Yeah, like Space Dandy might actually get on the list because I've watched a significant portion of it. But like, there's a bunch of animes I don't. What I watched like a good portion of like the original Hunter x Hunter, but like the new Hunter x Hunter with Raise Your Flag and the seven deadly sins with Ikimono song. Like, I listen to this music. I may not be able to, I may not have watched all of the shows, but they got some good ass music. So I gotta limit myself. With that being said, again, I appreciate all of you for coming out, for listening to me. I know we started off slow in the beginning talking about the games, but I tried not to ramble. I tried not to say the same thing twice. And I tried not to repeat what I said a month ago about Nintendo, because I already gave Nintendo an earful. They're not listening to this. But if they were listening to it, they know that that's bullshit. And Pokemon better not be $80 damn dollars. Don't play with me. You better put Pokemon on both systems too. Pokemon you better keep that shit at 60. And Xbox, stop playing. Oh, it's gonna be 80 and it's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss me off because that'll be the first one I don't buy. Oh. You're literally stopping me from giving you money because you're being stupid. You're literally stopping me from giving you money. Microsoft, I don't know if you're listening. Big ups to Bill Gates. His foundation is going to be closing by 2045 because he wants to give most of his money to other people and make people's lives better. So Microsoft, y'all need to figure out, he's doing cool shit. For the people who play Game Pass, I hope you you're probably going to go up to 40, go up to 30. All right. And Sony, since I've only talked about what you're doing in Europe, the UK, Australia, you're going to end up telling us what you're going to do in the Americas, North and South, and Canada. I know it's Canada, but Canada, you're going to end up telling us what you're going to do sooner or later. I will have another live because Sony, you piss me off every single day with your bullshit. You just live action hell. You want live action games like you haven't made money since 1997. Like, you have video games, you have music, you have the things we listen to music on, the things that we watch things on, and you still are so stupid. What's the guy who worked for them? Bill Trennan? That asshole. Anyway, Sony, I've given you a preview because I cannot wait. I'm gonna rip into them. It will be fun. It will be fun. Next live, I wanted to talk about reboots, like anime reboots and restarts and stuff like that. But because of the MCU stuff, I think the next live will be about like the state of the MCU at the moment. And then the live after that will be about anime reboots and stuff. Try to pepper you guys with more than just, the anime stuff. Because I have opinions on other things. If there's something that you would like to hear me talk about, please feel free. Leave comments on the videos. I read every single comment because, I actually appreciate you guys watching stuff. When this video because my signal jumped, so it's probably going to be 2 videos. So when you see the first one, leave a comment. You see the second one, leave the comment. What else would you like to have me talk about? Talk to me on my social medias. They're more than likely going to be in the description too, but they're also on the page. Just give it a click. Give me a follow. Tell me what you would like me to talk about. I'm still going to have stuff to talk about, but let me know. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna let you go. You have a good dinner. But I gotta tell you this: be safe, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. Reach out to people out there. There are people out there that care about you, like me. I care about you. I care about you like the Squirtle Squad. I care about you. All right. I'd rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So bring yourself back here. Until next time, guys. I'm out. Those who are still here, appreciate you, especially you, Black Kaizoku. I might jump on your stream later if you stream later. See you later. Don't be like Sony, kids. Don't be like Sony. Oh, and don't be like Xbox. Those jackasses. All right.